Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Lance Muser here at endmuser Gaming, and we are gonna talk Diablo 4. So yeah, let's just jump right in. Hope everybody's doing well. Been just a little bit since we posted a video, but we've kind of been working on a Diablo 4 video for a bit, talking with our Discord and just on Twitter, and just kind of a what's up with Diablo in the community. But it's now, of course, with Gamescom and the recent announcements that we've gotten, it's turned into a let's talk about the season 2 announcement and what we think about that content. But yeah, anyways, you guys want to find us, of course, you can go to our link tree, which is in the description of our YouTube channel. But we've got our Twitter, we got our Discord server. We'd love to have you in there. And then we've got our other various Twitter accounts and YouTube channels. So hoping to launch a couple of those here soon. And yeah, right now we're talking gaming. So with that said, let's jump over. A lot of times I like to throw up some notes when we're working on a video. So got some resources here. Again, this video has kind of been in the works for a bit. I mean, it's kind of morphed into a different video. Kind of to start things out, I guess if we want, let's kind of work backwards here. Let's talk about the season 2 announcement that we got, I guess a couple days ago. Excuse me. Yeah, it was the same day as the Destiny 2 showcase, I think. So the trailer, I'm sure most of you've watched it by now. We don't have to actually watch the whole trailer. It, we got,
But
I
it's me,
believe,
nameless people
turn it down
who
here just a little
want
bit.
me.
We got, I believe, some um, gameplay in it, but it looks like we're going to be dealing with vampires. We've got a new NPC by the name of, oh my goodness, it's spelt different, but it's a name that's in Destiny 2. I am totally blanking right now on what that name is. Say it down here. Eris. Yeah, Eris, with a Y. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, here's the thing about this. So I guess again we'll kind of start here and work backwards. But this, of course, the story and stuff, this looks cool. I love getting a new NPC, a new quest line. If we jump over here, we can take a look. Real quick before we do that, we can kind of jump up here to the gameplay, take a look for a second.
Hunt them, kill them in the realm.
I mean, it looks like Diablo 4. You know, there's appears to be maybe some mobs that look a little different. I don't know that they're entirely new mobs or different, but I guess my thing is um, I'm enjoying Diablo 4 right now. To kind of give you an idea of, uh, and again, the video is a little bit smaller. I am actually doing this on my laptop right now, so um, the video resolution might be a little bit smaller. But anyways, let's jump to the page real quick to give you an idea of how I'm playing the game. Um, I am I work full time, two kiddos and a wife. You know, like if I'm gaming, it's typically maybe a little bit in the evening because the kiddos game too, or it's on the weekends, or um, that kind of stuff. But with that said, now I did go and look um, to see what kind of playtime I've put in since the launch of the game. I got my Eternal character up to 59. My seasonal character right now, my Rogue, is at 62. And then I've got like a level 7 Sorcerer back on the Eternal Realm that I was goofing around with, and a level 12 Hardcore Rogue. But I want to say, just in my two characters alone, the 59 and the 62. It was probably around, I don't know, I think it was 2 days and 10 hours and then 3 days and something. So 5 to 6 days playtime at this point. But with that said, I mean, I I like the game. I keep up with gaming news typically. So even with my schedule, I still try to, whether it's during times of sleep or what, if I'm not sleeping, like I try to get in some game time when I can. So with that said, I'm not level 100. I'm not grinding this content out just crazy fast. So I've been enjoying the game. I will say once again, getting another character to the 60 area, I'm I'm feeling the repetition of the game, and I know Diablos typically have that aspect to some degree or another, but the it's one of those things, and we were talking in our Discord, and you should definitely jump in our endmuser Discord. The link will be in the description below if you want to hop in. Just a lot of cool peeps in there talking gaming, collecting, and just community in general. But anyways, like it's it's weird because I feel the repetition. It seems like there's a lot to do in the game, but I don't feel like I there's a need for me to do it. Now, granted, that goes back to the conversation. Games are just fun. They're supposed to be fun, play to have fun. It doesn't have to be towards an objective or whatever. But it is as well. In Diablo, you're hunting loot, you're trying to level up. And I've got some pretty good gear. This is kind of a known thing, feedback from the community. I'm 62, got pretty awesome gear. I'm not really getting many upgrades at this point. And to think about just Nightmare Dungeon, Nightmare Dungeon, Nightmare Dungeon from 62 to 100, and obviously know some stuff will happen there in between. I'm still on World Tier 3, just about to World Tier 4. But again, Nightmare Dungeon, Nightmare Dungeon. Do some of the trees or the Whisper here and there. And then, it's like, I don't know I don't know if I can grind this out for another 30 levels without some variation, I guess. So, anyways, that kind of just gives you a reference of my play time, how I play the game, and kind of where I'm at. Jumping back to the season. So, here's my thing about this. This is cool. This was good to get. Um, but it's like this here alone. Is this the first screenshot? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Five. So this is being advertised as season 2. So to me, this is a patch. We get this part of this, at least portions of this. Season of Blood. And then we're getting 5 in-game bosses, new and returning foes for additional in-game challenges. That's something the community wants, yes, but not as a seasonal content update. Like, this is a patch. This is in-game to me, this is in-game quality of life stuff, and I know that can come with the season, but they're advertising, I guess, part of it for me is they're advertising it as the content in the season. I want to see new content in the season like we saw in that trailer. I don't want to see quality of life patch stuff. You can put that in the patch notes. And maybe I'm just looking at this wrong, but like that, the target farming, that's a seasonal uh, selling point. I know it says again. This thumbnail says updates coming in Season of Blood, but it's just kind of an angle of, hey, this is the new season content, and to me, this is the patch notes. Like, this is stuff we want for quality of life improvements to extend the life of the game and our enjoyment of the game while we play it. Again, renown rewards. Everyone's been concerned since pre-launch of the game into eternal uh, playtime before season 1 launch into season 1 now. We're like, man, are we really gonna have to regrind all this renown? I haven't even done all the side quests on either of my characters because I'm like, sure, it'd be great to have those 4 Paragon points, but I don't feel like doing all of that again in, a month and a half. Um, I guess really, yeah, about a month and a half. So, excuse me, it's like, again, renown rewards. This is awesome. This is really cool. Like, don't get me wrong. These are excellent things for quality of life of the game. Not having to grind renown when season 2 starts, excellent. But again, not really a season, I guess, content of a season. Or really the aspect is for it to be marketed that way. And then if you go down here, updates coming in Season of Blood. They also say up here, it does mention in this thumbnail, changes to functionality of status effects such as vulnerable, overpower, critical strike damage, and also elemental resistances. So maybe we'll see resistances working properly. But again, a patch update. Updates coming in Season of Blood. Status effects updated. Yeah, that's what we just said. Sorry, that's on the thumbnail. Gem and stash. Gems no longer take up inventory space. Okay, same thing. Yes, this is awesome. Don't get me wrong, like, all this stuff is awesome. I'm excited. I'm playing the game right now. It's getting a little bit repetitive right now, even at level 62 in World Tier 3, but I'm enjoying the game and I'm looking forward to playing it for a while. But again, this is quality of life. I'm excited about this, but this isn't getting me excited for season 2 content. This is just getting me excited to play the game. And I guess, it's all one and the same, but again, I think my thing is I want to see the season 2 content like we saw in the trailer. Again, now the stash can be searched and filtered. This is on a thumbnail, updates coming in Season of Blood. Stash can be searched and filtered. It's just like, but again, okay, so here's the thing that it kind of falls back on too. So that trailer is like cool. The idea is cool, but just like many have said in some reaction videos that I've watched, this seems a lot like, and I hope not, and this is why I don't want so much leaning on these what seem to be more like patch updates that are being advertised as part of the season content. Is the season seems like it's going to be take away malignant hearts and give us vampiric powers, and if they end up going in our rings and our amulet. And if the quest line ends up being like done in an hour and a half and not really replayable and very similar to season one, that's what my concern is like we there needs to be some meaty seasonal content and not just cosmetics on the battle pass. Anyways, those are just it sounds like I'm not, hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm not excited. I am excited. I'm enjoying Diablo 4. I'm continuing to play Diablo 4. I can't wait to play more Diablo 4, but the game definitely needs some quality of life updates. I do appreciate the live streams we get. All the devs seem very passionate about the game. They seem very genuine. It's all awesome, but it's just like there's things that need to be added for quality of life already. Several months into post launch, and we're rolling in. We're a month and a half away from season 2, and it's being announced already. And these things are patch updates. A lot of these things are patch updates. And maybe, we'll see more with the content, the actual content of the season, and it'll look, that much better. But those are just kind of my initial thoughts on the season. Again, looking forward to the game, going to continue playing it. But just to kind of talk about some of this stuff a little bit more and how this video originally started out as was more of like a what's up with the Diablo 4 and what's up with the community. They have just it's like the game, everybody was so excited about the game the first couple weeks, seemed so cool. And then when people started to get to end game, and it took me a little bit longer again, the way that I consumed the game, but it was like, wait a second. Okay, maybe there are some things that need to be added as far as quality of life stuff goes. And we had a video on the channel with the Hog and Asman reacting, and we don't have to rehash those, but I even threw up a Twitter poll on my Twitter. You can follow me at Lance Muser, but I threw up a Twitter poll. It's probably already been several weeks ago, August 2nd. And I just said, hey, Diablo 4 players, I'm curious overall you're enjoying the game right now. I've got, I don't know, like 1,900 followers. So not a huge pool here, but 24 votes. And I was surprised. I thought, at this point, I'm like, I enjoy the game, like I still do now, but I hadn't hit some of that in game grind. And I was thinking, people would be like, a lot of this was just rumblings in the, loud minority part of the community and the people that are playing the game full time. But 62.5% said yeah, they're enjoying the game right now. 37.5 then said that they weren't really enjoying the game. So I was kind of surprised to see that at that point especially. But again, what are you guys' thoughts on any of this? Are you enjoying the game right now? What would you like to see? How are you feeling about season 2 and the announcement, the content? um they also had that uh, adventure with a dev video, which did not sit well. I think this video, so it was two devs, which, I feel for them being on the video because the timing just wasn't great. And it didn't look like, I mean, people were breaking down their builds and how they were playing and that they weren't casting their ultimate like at all during the video. And I don't act like I know everything about the game. I'm still learning as I go. I played D3 and stuff like that. Diablo 3, not Destiny. Obviously, there's not a Destiny 3, but anytime I say D1 or D2, I think of Destiny because I played it so long. But I'm still learning. I'm figuring out what a fixes I'm looking for. I'm trying to, learn more. It's like be able to tell quicker if a piece of gear I picked up is what I'm looking for, or if it's something I'm gonna junk. But this just the timing wasn't good on this, and the community was just, and this wasn't that long ago. I think the like to dislike ratio is like I don't even know one like maybe 11,000 or like 50,000 dislike. I don't know. It was just not good timing. Um, and anyways, so that's kind of where the community piece comes in, is it's like they The live streams have been cool. Again, really appreciate they seem very genuine, very passionate about the game, but it's like, guys, the stash tab, the gym, like, and now I guess again, I've said this like 5 times. It's all great. We appreciate the passion on the game, the work on the game. We're enjoying the game, but some of this stuff just needs to get in the game. It doesn't need to be season 6, season 7, season 10 before this stuff gets in the game. And it's like, how long are we going to have to wait? And now that I've see, and you guys tell me if I'm interpreting this wrong, but now that I see that it's kind of like being advertised as um, seasonal content on thumbnails that are really quality of life patch updates. I don't know. That just kind of is like, guys, this needs to be a patch. Like, we're a month and a half out from season two. Like, we're waiting until season two before we can search. Which that isn't a big thing for me. I know it is for some people, but we're waiting until season two before, the end game bosses. Like, it would have been nice to get a couple to drop. And again, those are probably, campaign bosses, but it would have been cool to get those, in a couple weeks. Not, I know it takes time, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying to sell that as a season two thing. So, anyways, curious what you guys think overall. Let us know how you're feeling about Diablo 4, what your thoughts are on everything we talked about. Again, would be awesome if you guys want to jump in the Discord. Got a lot of cool peeps in there. It's chatting games, collecting. You can see right there. We got channels for everything. We're going to be hopefully launching our collecting channel soon. And then I've got a video I think I might throw up about maybe I don't know about Mortal Kombat the movie I watched a little while back, just randomly watched it. Kind of have just miscellaneous content on the endmuser channel maybe at some point. But yeah, we got a Patreon if you want to support us. It'll give you a special role in the Discord. But again, that nothing like that is necessarily needed or wanted, or that's just if you want to support us in a different way. No big deal there. It'll just help us grow the channel, and support the community. Maybe at some point we'd like to do some giveaways and stuff. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much the gist of it, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Appreciate all the support. And let's keep playing those games. Until next time, take care.